නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Homage to the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. Homage to the Sublime One, the Worthy One, Fully Enlightened One. Homage to the Sublime One, the Worthy One, Fully Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening, everyone. Well, friends, children, and other Dhamma friends. So we are begin our Sunday evening session, meditation and Dhamma program. As usual, today we are going to talk about the why do we meditate, and what are the benefits that we can experience of our practice. And right after the discussion talk, so we meditate or we practice 10 minutes breathing meditation and the sharing kindful thoughts to everyone. I hope you all would get the maximum benefits of the calm of your mind and relax of your body during this time, as well as all the time that you've been practicing and learning Dhamma meditation in order to develop our spiritual enhancement. Okay, when we meditate, we often start by paying attention to our breath. This might seem like odd because usually we start meditation with the breathing meditation. According to the Satipatthana Sutra, the discourse of the Satipatthana Sutra teach us the different techniques to develop our awareness. Establishment, mindfulness of the body. In the first section, discuss the breathing meditation. It is easy to pay our attention to the breath body. This might seem like odd, because starting always with the breathing meditation. Sometimes some would think so, but there is a reason behind it. The question is, why do we need to focus our attention in the first place? After all, we are trying to develop awareness. Why not just sit down and let our thoughts come and go? There are forms of meditation like that, called like uninstructed meditation. It's not the well instructed. So, but they can be challenging. Our minds are tricky and thoughts are complex. We can easily get lost in a chain of thoughts, one leading to another, and before we know it, we have spent a lot of time lost in daydreams, fantasies, worries, and so on. It is there are subtle difference between being aware of thought and activity, thinking about it. It mainly about how it feels. Thoughts we are simply aware of have a light texture, like bubbles that comes and go without necessarily leading to the next thought. On the other hand, regular conscious thinking feels heavier, compelling and compulsive. It can take over our awareness and lead us like one thought to another without a clear gap between them. According to the discourse of the Satipatthana Sutra, the sutra teach us different or several techniques. The breathing, our body, we take to develop our awareness. We get the help of our body. Like walking meditation or awareness or concentration, fully concentration about the 4 postures: sitting, standing, lying down, and walking postures. And like as we discussed, the breathing meditation is a popular one. So when we develop or when we practice the breathing meditation, the beginner, mind would ready to get the attention, to the breath body. So that would help us to do the different steps, next level of our practice. Because first and foremost, we need to experience my mind awareness. Gradually, when you practice this, the awareness or the breathing meditation, you can experience that your mind is ready to ask your questions. It means you are fully aware. You know it very well, the behavior of your mind. So this would take some time. You have to be patient. Patience is very important through this practice. Be patient. Sometimes you would get like unpleasant to sit in somewhere else for 10-15 minutes, because some would never do this before, and this is new to him or her. Therefore mind would like to change the event, but here what you do, you make a strong effort to see your thoughts, to concentrate your mind into the breath body. So breathing, so you can pay your attention to the breathing, and you can you may realize it. Your mind, you got the control of your mind at your hand. So otherwise the mind is out of control, so what you really want to do, but the mind would not get ready to do it. Mind is still wandering, jumping tree to tree like a monkey mind. So therefore, but we can take the control my mind, by practicing the meditation. So therefore we use the techniques that the breathing meditation. Okay, let me explain to you, the scene, like scene without illusion or judgment or resistance. What does this mean? This suggests the importance of self-awareness and self-reflection. So without clouding one's, perceptions with biases. Preconceptions or emotional reactions. It encourages us to observe ourselves and the world around us objectively. And the second one is understanding one's place in a society. When we realize I'm through this experiment, I see myself, my mind. So when I realize my mind, it is easy to realize others or other objects. Recognizing our role and responsibilities, like as a members of a society, is crucial. This involves acknowledgement our duties to others and understanding our individuality within the larger social framework. Yeah, so I belong to the nature. I'm a part of the nature. The nature is arising and vanishing. As the same way, my thoughts are arising and vanishing. My body is arising and vanishing. Everything is subjected to change. The other one is the responsibility to oneself. While we have obligations to others, it is also essential to take responsibility for our own well-being and growth. This self-care is seen as an integral part of living harmoniously with others. Associating, so usually we associate many friends, relatives, family members. We need to know each of us the understanding. Then it is easy to work with everyone. Here what we do, first of all, I realize myself. Then I can see through my experience, my own experience, I can see others. The next one is the interconnectedness. Is the interconnectedness of all being and the world. Yeah, all being. So sharing loving, kindful thoughts is the good example, because we share our kindful thoughts to all beings, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth. So we wish all of them to have a happy minds and well-being. This concept is central teaching of the Buddhism. And this highlights the idea that our actions affects not only ourselves, but also like others and the broader environment. The next one is the mental cultivation through meditation. This is what we do. The meditation helps us to cultivate our spiritual level as well as the discipline, a good discipline. The meditation is presented as a powerful tool, for achieving clarity, self-awareness, and serenity. And also it would help us to develop our wisdom level. It is practice that can help individuals better understanding themselves and their place in the world. The Dhammapada status, like what you are now is the results of what you were. What you will be tomorrow will be the results of what you are now. The consequences of an evil mind will follow you like the cart follows the ox that pulls it. The consequences of a purified mind will follow you like your own shadow. No one can do more for you than your own purified mind. No parent, no relatives, no friends, no one. A well-disciplined mind brings happiness. This sounds like, who is responsible to me? So I am responsible to myself. That others can do something to us. I mean, like they can give us support, but they cannot give the total responsibilities, because I am the creator. I create my thoughts with my own pictures, with my own objects. So therefore nobody can get the responsibilities. So sometimes some would like to complain others, because of you, because of them, I get this kind of unpleasant thoughts. But when you go deeper level of the teaching of the Buddha or the meditation, you would realize it. Okay, I created by myself these kind of thoughts. So this is what you eventually realized. So then we can let go it. Why do I attach to it? Why do I maintain it? So forth that you the practitioner would realize it and would able to let go and give some more space to the other essential practices and investigations. So these are the things that we experience through this journey. Okay, well, friend, I hope you all get ready to practice meditation right now. Well, Please sit comfortably wherever you are and adjust your seat. Just relax. Relax your body, and if you can, please try to straighten your back and head. So now we are moving to the next part of our session. It's the practice session. So we are practicing breathing meditation. So it would help us to take a nice breath in and out when we straight our back and head. Please try to do so and sit comfortably wherever you are, and gently close your eyes. Please pay your attention to the breathing, the breath body. You can feel your breathing going in and going out. Please continue the breathing meditation. Let's share our kindful thoughts to everyone, sharing loving friendliness. May I be well, happy and peaceful. 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 May my family members be well, happy and peaceful. May they always meet with spiritual success. May they also have courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in their life. May my relatives, friends be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with spiritual success. May they also have courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in their life. May all indifferent persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May all unfriendly persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May they always meet with spiritual success. May they also have courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in their life. May all in the United States be well, happy, and peaceful. May they always meet with spiritual success. May all over the world be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to anyone. May no difficulties come to anyone, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth. May all have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, no despise, no anger. May all be free from suffering. May all be free from suffering. May all have happy minds. May all have happy minds. May all have happy minds. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. 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 May you be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. Okay, well, friends, today I'm going to read the translation of the 7 Enlightenment Factors from the Satipatthana Sutra. The 7 Enlightenment Factors. Again, bhikkhu dwells contemplating phenomena in phenomena in terms of 7 enlightenment factors. And how does a bhikkhu dwell contemplating phenomena in terms of the 7 enlightenment factors? Here, there being a mindfulness enlightenment factor in him, a bhikkhu understands there is a mindfulness enlightenment factor in me, or there being no mindfulness enlightenment factor in him. He understands there is no mindfulness enlightenment factor in me, and he also understands how there comes to be the rising of the unarising mindfulness enlightenment factor, and how the rising mindfulness enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. The second enlightenment factor, Dhamma Vichaya. There being the discrimination of phenomena enlightenment factor in him, a bhikkhu understands there is the discrimination of phenomena enlightenment factor in him, in me, or there being no discrimination of phenomena enlightenment factor in him. He understands there is no discrimination of phenomena enlightenment factor in me, and he also understands how there comes to be the rising of the unarising discrimination of phenomena enlightenment factor, and how the rising discrimination of phenomena enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. Number 3, Virya Sambojjhanga. There being the energy enlightenment factor in him, a bhikkhu understands there is the energy enlightenment factor in me, or there being no energy enlightenment factor in him. He understands there is no energy enlightenment factor in me, and he also understands how there comes to be the rising of the unarising energy enlightenment factor, and how the rising energy enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. Priti Sambojjhanga. there being the rapture enlightenment factor in him, a bhikkhu understands, there is the rapture enlightenment factor in me. Or there being no rapture enlightenment factor in him, he understands, there is no rapture enlightenment factor in me, and he also understands how there comes to be the arising of the unarising rapture enlightenment factor, and how the arising rapture enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. Passati Sambojjhanga, there being the tranquility enlightenment factor in him, bhikkhu understands there is the tranquility enlightenment factor in me. Or there being no tranquility enlightenment factor in him, he understands there is no tranquility enlightenment factor in him. He understands there is no tranquil enlightenment factor in me. And he also understands how there comes to be the rising of the unarising tranquility enlightenment factor, and how the rising tranquility enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. Samadhi Sambojjhanga, there being the concentration enlightenment factor in him, a bhikkhu understands there is the concentration enlightenment factor in me. Or there being no concentration enlightenment factor in him, he understands there is no concentration enlightenment factor in me. And he also understands how there comes to be the arising of the unarising concentration enlightenment factor, and how the arising concentration enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. Upekkha Sambojjhanga, there being the equanimity enlightenment factor in him, a bhikkhu understands there is the equanimity enlightenment factor in me. Or there being no equanimity enlightenment factor in him, he understands there is no equanimity enlightenment factor in me. And he also understands how there comes to be the arising of the unarising equanimity enlightenment factor, and how the arising equanimity enlightenment factor comes to fulfillment by development. That is how a bhikkhu dwells, contemplating phenomena in terms of 7 enlightenment factors. Dukkha patthaca nidukkha, bhaya patthaca nibbaya, sokha patthaca nissokha, hontu sabbe pipanino. Dukkha patthaca nidukkha, bhaya patthaca nibbaya, sokha patthaca nissokha, hontu sabbe pipanino. Dukkha patthaca nidukkha, bhaya patthaca nibbaya, sokha patthaca nissokha, hontu sabbe pipanino. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba buddhanubhavena, sadha sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalang Rakhantu sabbha devata Sabbha dhammanubhavena Sadha sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabbha mangalang Rakhantu sabbha devata Sabbha sanghanubhavena Sadha sotte bhavantu te. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May all be well, happy and peaceful. All the blessings be with you. Thank you everyone. Good night.